Hello, this is AEIOU Oracle, and this is the Libra reading. I'm just going to press live on my Instagram as well. Hi, Instagram. This is your Libra reading. So we are coming to a close of the insights that I am downloading in regards to the 111 to 1111 portal. It has definitely, the energy has been ramping up through the zodiacs, and I think I've been through every single emotion over the last 2 days by doing these readings. So where can I start? If you feel so inclined, please go back through the other readings, all found on AEIOU Oracle on YouTube. I shall try and tag it somewhere on this reading, whether that's in stories or whatnot. I still haven't worked out how to get my laptop in the right position so that we can see cards as well as me. I might focus on cards this time. We shall see. Where can I start? Let's just get into it. I feel like let's just get into the energy. So I have been called to use the answer part of my oracle, AEIOU. So we are going to pull in the answer to all of the other readings. And I completely understand from the last reading that was in Virgo why I have had to do it in this format, because that was a super intense reading, which I've just had to go and clear my energy from. There was a dark feminine energy that found their way through pretty much every single, every single reading. I'm going to shuffle that again because I just want one for the clarifying energy. So as I'm looking around the decks on the table, I've got the 2 of Wands in reverse. I've got the 3 of Cups in reverse. I've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I've got Believe What You See, the Dancer of Life, and Change Starts With You. There you go. And we have the Butterfly, Transformation, perfect energy for the Scorpio new moon, which is all about death, rebirth, Kali energy, letting things go. And it is our time to fly. I'm going to use my little rebel deck to get a little bit of a humorous message. I feel like the reason why this deck has come back into my consciousness is because this has something to do with the justice being balanced from 2022. And if you would like to go and watch any of the readings, you can find them on my YouTube channel, which is AEIOU Oracle, the same name as the deck. Oh. And if you would like to do an energy exchange, and that's on Instagram or YouTube, you can like, follow, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. It's great to do an energy exchange because it helps me pick up on the right energy and helps me deliver a clearer message. And if you would like to purchase a deck or book a reading with me, you can do that in the description box or in the link on Instagram. I feel like this will be one of the last times that I read on Instagram. I won't be reading after the 1111 portal on Instagram. I have been told to move to YouTube. So if you would like to continue to watch readings and feel the energy and all that kind of stuff, please have a look on YouTube. So this is my transitional time, my time to fly as a reader and as an energy intuitive. I am moving on to YouTube. And it says, get over yourself, pull your shit together. Okay? Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. So that's a good message for us all. Yeah. And in the breakdown of the butterfly card, which we pulled out. That is basically the message in that oracle as well. Excuse me. My throat chakra is jumping. Sorry, I can't even get my breath. Right, okay. I feel like we have an archangel in with us. Archangel Michael came up into the last couple of readings, and I feel like he's here with his book of knowledge and his sword to guide this reading into truth. Also, it's worthy to note that the Justice card, which is symbolic of Libra energy, has shown up in every single reading that I've just done on YouTube, all 11 other zodiacs. So I'm going to start with change starts with you. You can see that from that. Right. And see what comes in. Let's go. So immediately we've got the 10 of Cups in reverse, the 6 of Coins, and the 4 of Swords. So this is a happy ever after that didn't go to plan, didn't go well, with a union, with a balanced relationship, with a coming together, with a sharing of energy. And the 4 of Swords is symbolic of resting on it, sleeping on it, meditating on it. The 8 of Coins in reverse is here to say basically that there was no work. It wasn't working out for you. The taking so much from you. We're not working on this anymore. This 10 of Cups that didn't work out, it could have been something that you once thought was very emotionally fulfilling. This could be a relationship, it could be a family. So we've got the 10 of Coins in the reverse as well, something that was depleting your resources, your energy. This wasn't your legacy, this wasn't your purpose. I'm getting that there could have been a hell of a loss from this, a loss of family, a loss of stability. We've got the Hierophant in reverse. There could be a marriage that's broken down, a divorce, a lack of tradition, a lack of institution, a lack of you have what it takes. So something that I feel like in this breakdown, you're judging yourself. That's what I'm getting. You're judging yourself very heavily. The 2 10s here is saying, you know, like something has ended. I feel like the caterpillar stage has ended. I feel like your learning has finished. Your cocoon phase. It's like you were this caterpillar who was going through their karma and their lessons and their, you know, like the trials and tribulations, and the cocoon stage. Everything is now over, and now you are in a stage where you're going to fly. You're free. So I can see the page of Coins in the reverse that wants to come out. This is a offer that wasn't accepted, an offer of love that wasn't accepted. These cards feel weird. I hope everyone is well. It would be lovely to get some feedback on the readings that I've done over the last couple of days. If you want to drop in and check your zodiac sign, I would say to check your moon and sun to get a clearer picture of what could be helpful in the coming days leading up to the 11/11 portal. We've got the 9 of coins. So this is not emotional fulfillment. This is being okay on your own. Being okay on your own. Being stable. This is the card down from the Empress. This is being independent. Like, you absolutely do have the necessary attributes and gifts to be able to fly. Like, you're not a caterpillar anymore. You've got the wings. It's go time. You've got your wings, the Lovers coming out sideways. So I feel like choices haven't been made just yet. Queen of Swords. I feel like you're seeing things from higher perspectives. You're seeing things in a more compassionate way. You're seeing what's for you. 4 of coins in the reverse. I feel like you're suddenly seeing the things that were holding on to you, the shadow aspects of self, the skin, the you know, like the skin that's been holding you in and keeping you small, like you're letting that go, you're shedding. The snakes are very symbolic of, you know, shedding, new life, rebirth. Like, definitely moving out of that cocoon phase and moving really fast. You've got the Chariot here with the horse on. This is all about fast moving forward energy. And I feel like this is like lone wolf kind of. Lone wolf. Like, this horse hasn't got a rider on the Chariot card. It's making me feel like you've got to do something on your own. You've got to move forward on your own for a bit. Like, there's something that you need to achieve. It's like needing to learn how to fly on your own. You've got, oh, that's too many. Too many. Okay, so we've got the Magician that came out sideways as well. I feel like you're in a process of manifesting. You're getting all your ducks in a row, and I feel like you're understanding that you have the world in your hands, and there's more opportunities and more life out there to get your hands on, and you want to put some of these thoughts into your reality. Like, I'm seeing they're showing me like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's like you were just fucking about with this. Oh, hi, Sue. Oh, wow. This so resonates. Yes. The readings have been really, really potent, really, really potent, getting some really good feedback about the energy that's been coming through. Feel like I've really tapped into some good stuff. So if you like this, go and have a look at the readings on YouTube. Thank you for being here. It's lovely to see you. I feel, yeah, the energy of the Sorcerer's Apprentice, it's like you've been fucking about at something, but you've been in this lack mentality. We've got the Empress in reverse. I feel like this has a lot to do with your abundance, not feeling ready, not feeling like you have the tools. The Page of Cups is here. Is like, it's almost like you need to express this. And I'm hearing very loudly, I just wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready. Now I'm ready. The Moon. Something that was hidden. You were hiding this. Justice. There you go. There you go, Libra. You are out here. The Justice card just flew off onto the corner of the table sideways. The reason why you weren't ready is because you weren't in your fullness. You weren't in a fair situation. You weren't embodied. You didn't feel balanced. There was something moving against you. It felt unfair, unjust. The balance of the give and take was out. The balance of the feminine and masculine energies were out. It was like just these sides of the scales were not balanced. That is a beautiful card, isn't it? Look at that. Gorgeous. I love these cards. Like I had the last reading that I did with Virgo was an absolute hardcore warning. I haven't had one like that for years. I can't even remember that I stunning colourful cards, Gemma. Yes, they're gorgeous, aren't they? I love them. I bought a few decks to renew the energy of my readings, and they're just profound. So amazing. I'm really enjoying my reading. The clarifying cards, the energy, everything just feels just in deep trust of the process and what I do. I'm very, very grateful and humbled. We've got the Star in reverse. So yeah, this is coming out. You've got a lot of heavy energy over on the left side here, and I feel like this is to do with your feminine energy. I feel like your feminine, I'm getting lineage, feminine aspects. I'm definitely picking up on this feminine lineage kind of wording in regards to the Star. The Knight of Swords, sideways. I feel like there was a harshness. Either you or the feminine energy was harsh. I'm getting a harsh kind of tough love kind of feeling from that card, the Knight of Swords. And I'm also getting intrusive thoughts, Seven of Swords in the reverse. This is illusions coming out, illusions being shown to you, the truth. You're seeing the truth past illusions. Someone's been hiding something from you. There might have been a truth that came through your mother or your grandmother. You're seeing something a little bit more clearly. You're being able to think about something a bit more clearly. I'm getting the word decipher as well, like some code or something, some deeper understanding. There's definitely something to do with the feminine aspects of your thoughts. I'm just keep hearing that tough love kind of, you know. And I'm also hearing about boundaries with a mum. Five of Cups. Something was something about this Five of Cups is like getting in the way, like making you want to stay away, or I'm hearing like gossip. I don't normally get that from that card, from those cards. I saw like a gossip or it's just giving me like the kind of energy, you know, like when every time you go back home and your mum's like, oh, have you seen her across the road? She's doing this, or like, you know, like, you know, like the kind of women where you walk in the door and they do like a backhanded compliment to you, like passive aggressive, like, oh, you've done your hair. And it's like, well, I do my hair every single day, you know? It's kind of like that. It's not, it feels like there's a lack of emotional maturity here. There's definitely some sort of distance in this, distance and separation. A little bird in your ear. That's what I'm getting from that. A little bird in your ear. You know, like negativity just takes one comment. You know, like someone having great power over you just with one comment. So we've got and this is what the outcome is. So this little birdie in your ear, this feminine archetype, let's say, it doesn't have to be a woman, it can be a man, but it's definitely a feminine kind of energy. It comes passive. It's like passive aggressive little comments in your ear, and it literally turns you upside down, and it keeps you out of your power. It keeps you moving forward. It keeps you from from excelling. It keeps you from your intuition. It keeps you from being able to take action on your life. It's really invasive. It's really invasive. That's the energy that I get from it. Really invasive, and it creates this separation in your thought processes. It's like, that's my idea, that's my dream, and I know that I can do it. And then this little thought comes in, like this little bird's voice, and the separation, it's like, I can't do that thing. My vision's too far away. And it just creates this. That's the only way that I'm getting it, like separation. Where do I want to go with this? So I'm going to balance this energy out with some masculine, I think. Let's hear what the masculine, doesn't necessarily have to actually be a man. This is just an energy. So I'm just reading the energy, not for a person. So we've got the devil pulling you back. This is that feminine energy. I might have to cover her up because she's a bit naked. But this feminine energy, this feminine voice is pulling you back. Every time you get into your masculine and start reaching for better things and reaching for higher timelines and learning how to fly and all this kind of stuff, this little feminine voice is pulling you back. And it's becoming an obsession for you. Really destructive behavior. It's like the devil sitting on your shoulder saying, you can't do that. I feel like you may have had a feminine energy in your Oh, sneaky card there, look. Oh my God, it's that Queen of Cups again. I'm not joking. She has wheedled through all the readings. I'm starting to get really worried about this. I've never, like, honestly, I have never ever had a card give me such a horrible feeling, and it's going through every single one of my decks. Like, I've had no idea that was in there. And it's the same card. If you watch any of the readings, it's this Queen of Cups that keeps coming through. And it's got such a negative energy. I did some readings a while back about the dark feminine energy that is taking hold of society and that controls society. And the reason why it is doing so is because it's hidden. And I feel like I need to do some very strong videos in regards to talking about the negative aspects of feminine energy, because it's creating such a black hole, an energy vampire kind of energy, like sucking the absolute life out of us. And I feel like this is bigger than, I feel like this is like a consciousness thing. I'm going to move her off the reading. I don't want her in the reading. I don't want her in the reading. No. I'm going to sage those cards. I do not want that energy on my reading. Just give me a minute. We need some really strong masculine energy in society. And I don't just mean men. I mean real integrity. I mean real honesty. I mean real leadership. Honestly. We've got stability, balance. This is the 1111 portal. This is what is coming in. This is what is available. This is the twin flame card, if you believe in that. It's the unity card, 1111 portal. This is what we're talking about. The Four of Wands is, this is what we need. This is what we need in society. This is how we create power. This is how we create unity. This is how we fix society. We build community. Everything happens around this. And this is the reason why the dark feminine and the devil goes after it. Because it's breaking down of the home. This is a really powerful, strong message. The home is where the power is. Like a tabletop. You wouldn't have a table with 3 legs and missing one corner. It would fall over. And we're not investing in this as a society. We're not investing in home. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse is basically we're not investing in our stability. We're not investing in unity. We're not investing in balance. We're not investing in each other. We're not investing in long-lasting couples and unity. We're missing the opportunity. We're missing the opportunity. Everything, like the devil will, look, if you see it on this reading, I'll just see if I can show Instagram. Can you see this guy? You can't see it on the Instagram. I'll be with you in 2 seconds trying to do this in 2. He's reaching for that colourful bit, which is this. That is what we should be reaching for. And the devil's pulling us back into the darkness. And the guy is reaching for this stability, reaching for togetherness. That's what we need. That's what the divine masculines are pushing us and pulling us to. Can you see that, Instagram? He's reaching off. Oh, the cards were like that, actually. He's reaching off into that colourful life. That's what he's reaching for. That's what we should all be reaching for. Freedom, play, dance, freedom. It's too many. Cool. I feel like there's a situation or a person, or we need to, it's, yeah. Unity, the family. Unity, the family. This is what emotional fulfillment, freedom, like you can see the little bird on the bottom of the card, freedom, flying. This is what the butterfly is all about. It's time to fly. It's time to have a happy family. It's time for families to thrive, to move away. You've got the 10 of Swords. We know this. We know this. You've got the High Priestess and the 10 of Swords. We all know this. We all know that it's over. The divine feminine is in the know. The divine feminine can see straight through all this bullshit, and they've had enough. The 10 of Swords is there to say enough. We're going to stop stabbing ourselves in the back. We're going to stop betraying each other. We're going to stop lying. We're going to, like, all the hurt needs to stop. Everything should be focused on happy families and unity and togetherness and supporting each other. And yeah. And this is from the divine masculine, by the way. This is logic. This is logic speaking. Death in reverse. Why are we holding on to this though? That's the question. I feel like something has to end. Like when the butterfly breaks through the cocoon stage has to end. Like something has to end for something new to start, and it can't work without that breaking. You can't have some eggs unless you break the shells. It's like something has to end for this new start, this romance, this expression, this love, this new surge of emotional fulfillment I'm getting. And that's logic. This is the divine masculine. Like we cannot have new, and if we keep holding on, we cannot have new if we keep holding on to the past. We've got the Lovers in reverse. We've got the Sun in reverse. So relationships that ended, bad choices, whatever that means. We have to leave it behind. We have to see things from a higher perspective. You've got the Queen of Swords there. We need to learn. We need to find compassion. We need to find understanding for what we've actually been through, and understand that it was never serving us. It wasn't healing. It wasn't warm. It wasn't, celebrating. It was terrible. And it left us not being able to harvest, not being able to look after ourselves, not being able to stand on our own 2 feet. Now we're hearing from the divine feminine. So we've got everything moves so much slower when we're on our own. We've got the Lovers in the upright. This is about making better choices, the artist, and painting a new reality. The divine feminines are bringing in, how can I say this? So the 9 of I'm going to slow this down because this is what we really need to hear. This is the answer, okay? So the masculine is understanding from an experience, and he can see with his logical mind, like your logical mind can see that this situation in society is not working out for us. Like you have already that understanding. You have enough evidence. That's the thing that the divine masculine uses. Evidence. They want evidence that this is not working out. I'm not just going to say something without there being the evidence to support it. Like I have truth, I have integrity, I have deep understanding of what's happening, and I want evidence to prove that what I'm saying is completely true. And then with that knowledge, the divine feminine starts pulling in more insight and more information so that we can say, right, well, that's not working. We need to pull in a new idea of what actually is working. And women being together and not being on their own, it gives the time to slow down. Like we're not meant to be in our masculine running around and doing all this stuff. Like we can't make good choices when we're moving at 100 miles an hour. It cannot be that way. And we're getting deeper insights as to this new life that we want to create. And this is the divine feminine. And this is an aspect of both male and female. Both male and female are getting these insights about this new earth, this new world, this newness that we're meant to be bringing in. Let's talk to the inner child. Let's talk to the inner child. What is this new picture? What is this vision? A new beginning. A new beginning, a new way of being. We're literally walking off into the unknown. The happy fall, walking off into the sunshine, stepping into the unknown, wanting a new beginning, a new start, something bright, happy, where we're free. I'm just going back to that flying energy as well from the butterfly. It's like the butterfly's still got to break out of the cocoon. It doesn't know where it's going to fly to, or, you know, anything, but it has to have that breaking down. 5 of Swords. I feel like there is a need to balance your thought processes. There is a need for balance within your inner child. I feel like someone really looks up to you as well. I feel like as a society, we put people on a pedestal, you know, like who has more money than us, or, you know, we have this kind of comparison attitude that somehow success looks better on somebody else, or that's what I'm getting from that card, and I don't normally get that. A child doesn't compare itself to another child, they just play. Like they don't, it has to be cultivated in them, as, you know, this comparison. Children don't do that naturally. And this is the 10 of Cups. This is how we find our emotional fulfillment, finding more balance, looking at each other, you know, with love. And I feel like there's a lack of passion. Ah, I know. You didn't have a vision. You didn't have a vision, something to look forward to. Like your parents had a really unhappy relationship, or an unbalanced relationship, or like your inner child could be a little bit scared of a serious commitment, or, you know, there's definitely a little bit of a fear there, an unmotivated, unpassionate feeling from your inner child about this 10 of Cups. Committing to the bigger vision. The Emperor in reverse. You don't feel like you're qualified. The 8 of Cups in reverse is like you can't move away from the situation that you're in. And the 4 of Cups is basically saying like you're sleeping, you're ignoring the opportunities and the other options from the universe. You're holding on to a past hurt. I feel like this is a child in their bedroom having to deal with like parents arguing downstairs, or a breakup, or a divorce, or something like that. The Emperor in reverse could be saying about like a lack of father around, a lack of stability, a lack of leadership. No one taught you how to live. We've got the death card's been out every single reading as well. This is that Scorpionic energy. You didn't have the information to be able to let things go because your parents held on to everything. Your parents held on to past hurt. They held on to trauma. They don't know the things that you know. They didn't know the things that you know. They weren't meant to. They were too close to the project. I feel like we need to hear from a grandparent. We need to hear from an ancestor to finish off after this. You were always going to be a rule breaker. You were always going to be one to close the cycle. You can't do things in the way that your parents did. It's not going to bring you fulfillment. That's the wrong imprint of how you should be living your life and building this new earth. You can't build new from like an old paradigm. It's like you need to change the book completely. need to change the book completely. Like, throw that old one away and tell yourself a new story about what love can look like and what a relationship looks like, what a partnership can be. Like, you're capable of. It doesn't have to be heartbreak. It doesn't have to be unfulfilling. It doesn't have to be sucking all your energy, and it definitely doesn't have to be traditional. This is what your inner child is saying to you constantly. It doesn't have to be heartbreak. You watched your family go through so much immense heartbreak, and it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to put up with this. You don't have, like, a relationship should be just like, should amplify who you are as a human being. It should be nourishing and expansive, and there should be growth and learning and expanding and just and freedom. That, like, it just should be the person that you marry, the relationships that you have should just be like your everything, your absolute everything. And it doesn't, the traditional ideas of what you've seen when you've been growing up in your community and, you know, your family, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. I'm just going to get a quick message in from a grandparent because I feel like there's an ancestor that wants to deliver a message. Like, you don't have to, you need to find your tribe. So fucking clear. Your family is not necessarily your tribe. You came into this world on an agreement. You picked your parents because they were going to deliver to you the karma, the dharma, and all that kind of stuff that you need to excel at the person that your soul chose to be. You came here to do something different. You need to find your tribe, the people who get you, the people that understand you. Like, they're your new family. The people that you were born into, you don't have to have like this unwavering loyalty to them. Like that, for me, one of the biggest things, the biggest takeaway from this reading is that feminine energy. If you really love yourself, you need to distance yourself. You need to put boundaries in place to get that feminine energy away from you, whoever it is. Like, your happiness and your life is the most important. And we've got the same cards out as we had in the Virgo reading. Not wanting to be left on your own and not wanting to put boundaries in place is causing you a disservice. Like, I'm getting for someone, like, your family are not going to change just because you tried to stay there. They have to change, like, on their own free will. You can't live your life for anyone else but you. The spirit of destruction. There you go. There you go. Something has to be broken so that you can be fixed. Something has to come to an end so that you can be fixed. And I feel like you already know this. And this is your ancestors telling you this. This is your grandparent telling you this. Illusions. Illusions about your happiness. Illusions about what life should be like. Illusions, illusions, illusions. It's all illusions. Do please take into account that our parents were victims of, like, the worst kind of propaganda. The worst kind of propaganda, and they were traumatized to absolute buggery after the war. Like, they were war babies. Straight after a fucking world war. Traumatized. They're not going to be able to have... I mean, like, if people had loving, bonded, well-structured relationships after the bloody war, I would be so surprised. Vision. Vision again. The reason why you are getting the downloads that you are, the reason why you have this vision about the way that you want to live your life and all this kind of stuff is because it's for you. Your ancestors are supporting you to be able to go after the things that you want. And I'm just going to get you an oracle to finish off. Honestly, go after life and your happiness like your life depends on it. Like your life depends on it. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to get to your deathbed and feel like you've wasted the time that you got here. Hermit, retreat and recharge. And there was another one that fell out. There from the last reading. I feel like you need to go inside and focus on your own vision, what you want, what you need, your desires, what lights you up. I feel like you need to cut a hell of a lot of expectations and opinions out of your belief systems. This is the perfect time. Take time to reflect. Reflect on what you want, what makes you happy. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. And this is with inside you. You've got to shoot your arrow. Your vision. You've got 2 cards with the arrow on. You are the hunter. You need to go after your vision. And then the stag, trust and thrive. I really hope that that helped, because this what we're going through is so much bigger than us. And I know that sounds a bit wet or whatever, but I don't care. I need to download. Whatever you choose, the future generations choose. You're basically choosing the life for your children to come. We won't be around to see it, but it will be our babies that live it. And I know what universe I want my son growing up in. And it's not the same universe that my parents were born in. I know that for a fact. My parents were both born in World War II, right in the thick of it. And I understand so clearly and so profoundly that the reason why they had an unhappy marriage and the way that, you know, the reason why they were the parents that they are was because they were absolutely traumatized off their eyeballs from being born in the middle of a fucking war. Like, if there's any peace that I can give anyone out there is find forgiveness and accept where your DNA and your ancestry came from. We've all been put on this earth to clear this fucking carnage that they went through and to stop more wars from happening. And we do that by living in peace, and we do that by living a life of integrity. And I can't even tell you the stuff that I download in regards to how violent we are to each other. The shit that we say to each other on social media, and the cruelty of the comments, and the judgment and the separation and the horrendous things that we say to each other and the way that we treat each other, we do not understand how violent and chaotic we are. Stonewalling people, ignoring people, calling each other names. It's war. And it's not war in the physical, it's war in your fucking minds. And I swear, because it's important, and that is what we need to learn. When we are emotionally fulfilled and when we're happy and content and at peace and harmonious in ourselves, that's when we treat each other better. We treat each other in the way that we want to be treated. And we clear out this absolutely chaotic, warlike energy that has been passed down to us through our ancestors. And that is the true justice, when we start actually treating each other with integrity. And Archangel Michael is here to deliver that message. It's time to fly. I hope you're ready, because I am. If you would like to have a reading with me, then you can find the details in my bio or in the description box. If you would like to buy an AEIOU oracle, then you can do that in the links and the description box. An energy exchange is always really welcome. It helps me read the energy more clearly and get precise messages. If you want to like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, all that kind of lovely stuff, it really does help for me to lock in on the energy. This reading was pretty freaking huge, so I'm going to go and have a rest. And I'm so grateful for everyone that has come to deliver, well, for me to deliver that message. And I hope it helps. And yeah, big message for the Libra. Justice is served. Get yourself together. Get over yourself and pull your shit together. Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. That is the fucking message. Thank you, Gemma. Amazing. Thank you, Sue. Thank you for sitting and accepting that message for 50 odd minutes. I am so grateful for you. Thank you. And I hope that it is well received, and I hope that your conscious mind can suck all that good energy up. Oh, I'm sending so much love. So much love I'm sending to everyone. Please be aware of your actions and how they can harm others. That is the message today. Please be aware. Please be aware of how you affect other people. It really, really, really is important. It really, really is important. It makes me very emotional. And I'm going to have a blub, so I'm going to get off. Thank you so much. Take care. And for you YouTubers, I'm going to head off. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your time. I hope this message helped.